Okay, good afternoon, everybody. I want to create a quick video for you to help you with the assignments that we left off with yesterday. Um, Looking at starting with 129 Aery glider. You should have already downloaded and installed Aery by now. Work through the lesson. Like I said, get it to fly. Screenshot where it says it'll fly, and also the glider design. Attach it at the bottom of the Word document, and then make sure you enter in red font and then submit that here where yours will say hand in. And there's a link to download Aery. And then, okay, and that's 129, 1210. They give you specifications. Specifications, you enter them. If it doesn't fly, then make it fly. You can change anything you want on it. And then same thing, screenshot where it says it'll fly, the design, and then attach to the document, enter in red font, and submit that here where it says yours will say hand in. 1 to 11. Same thing, they'll give you a different configuration, enter those numbers, and then if it doesn't fly, get it to fly, screenshot where it says it'll fly, the design, attach to the Word document, answer red font, and then hand in here. And then 1 to 12, I know we introduced that yesterday for those of you who were ahead, and I have the directions open here. One thing I want to point out for this, so this is 1 to 12, where you design your own glider. It's your idea, whatever you want to do. There's no specifications other than the material constraints. The big thing here is the configuration. After conferring with my master teacher who taught me aerospace, he did recommend sticking with 30.48 on max wingspan and 30.48 on the max fuselage length, because he said already at 30.48 you could be getting 90 feet distance on this, and any longer wingspan, of course, you'll be going further, and we don't have the space for that at Linmar. So I'm going to ask you that you enter all the information as you see on here, copy it into the config file. Let me get Aery open real quick. And there's Aery. And Aery does not want to open for me. Okay, I had to take a quick break there and get Aery working for me. Here's Aery. One thing I want to point out to you, file, edit configuration, and then that's where you want to enter the data that I gave you on the Word document. We will cap the nose mass at 5 grams. Not that we'll even get that much mass on there, need that much mass, but it's okay to have that set up there. So that's what you would enter those numbers I tell you for wing density. It'll calculate it for you. So enter that there, and then also the fuselage mass length, and it'll enter that number I gave you, and it'll calculate that for you. The thing I want to point out here is when you go to preferences, make sure you have all 3 of these checked. So we'll use 1 piece of wood, and that means for our wing here. And then we will do 1-to-1 scaling. Actually, the third one only show full glider view. That's up to you. If you uncheck it, it only shows half your plane for you, or half your glider. That one I really don't care what you do. But the first 2 need to be checked, definitely. Third one is your choice. So the 1-to-1's a big piece, big part of it, because we will only going to have 1 piece of wood. Makes it more, makes it stronger, more stably or more structurally sound when we do that for just 1 piece of wood for the wings. You don't want to hit something and then have half your wing snap off. So other than that, I believe that is it on this. Like I said, you enter this information, and then everything else that says to do 1-to-1 scaling, make sure 1 piece of wood is checked. So like I just said on step 6, and then you create your own glider, and then once you're ready to build it, then I give you materials and you build it. And if you need a couple other pieces extra for it, for vertical tail, horizontal tail, whatever, that's fine. I have scrap left over from previous years, and we'll get that done. The other thing I want to point out here real quickly is on 127, 128, that was the airfoil. When we get back, all the airfoils should be printed. Mr. Nemo said he had the last 6, I believe, on the printer. So we should be able to go there. So those of you, when we return to school tomorrow, hopefully, then you can test your airfoil. So that should all be done then. You've done the construction, done the template for the airfoil. I'll use a route to grade them. So far, they all look good. And then 128, if you want to, also you can go and look at this. Some of you started yesterday. The ones you have tested your airfoils, you can go ahead and look at the directions for that. And then there's the template to import that. And then if you have time, you can go ahead and look at the portfolio. But I can explain that later in class. And then here's the link to your data once you've tested your airfoil in the wind tunnel. So those you've already tested, you can go ahead and look at 128 airfoil test doc and the airfoil test template. If you have any other questions, email me, text me, message me, whatever. I will be here at home all day. Just finished shoveling the snow, so I'll be inside the rest of the day. Thank you, and have a good day.